My work is inspired by capturing the essence of empowered femininity, confidence, and the strength that's inherent basically within every woman.
The reaction for a lot of people is that when you tell them that this is the mosque, it's like, wow, it's just too futuristic looking for it to be a mosque.
Hello, welcome to Qatar 365 with me, Adil Halim. On this episode, we look back at some of our favorite moments from 2024, including the time we explored some architectural wonders, putting a contemporary spin on traditional places of worship. And we sat front row to find out why sports like mixed martial arts and paddle are taking the region by storm. But first, we explored some of the best visual arts in the country, from the Qatar International Arts Festival to a very unique exhibition right here at the Museum of Islamic Art. This exhibition includes 4 golden textiles crafted from spider silk. Yes, you heard that right. Silk from golden orb weaver spiders, indigenous to Madagascar, and famous for the color of their webs.
One of the things about it is it produces this wonderful gold thread. Just the fact that where you know it comes from is already a sort of magical thing, because it's hard to associate the web of a spider with which is such an ephemeral thing which can blow away in the wind, and then imagine that as something permanent.
Interest in spider silk goes back centuries, but these pieces are the only examples of golden spider silk in the world. And a lot of silk was needed for the highlight of the exhibit. This gold cape is from the silk of 1.2 million golden spiders, which took more than 2 years to produce and over 6,000 hours of embroidery.
I think you have to be incredibly passionate and maybe a little crazy to commit yourself to a project like this. It takes time, energy, resources. You're surrounded by spiders in Madagascar, but they can't be harvested the way that other industries are harvested, right? So you have to actually go into the wild, catch them, go through the process of removing the spider silk, and then releasing them back into nature.
The museum's director says the exhibition embraces sustainability by highlighting the use of eco-friendly vegan silk in the final exhibit pieces.
They are so unique and beautiful. For me, it's the first time I see such textiles that are not dyed, shiny and gold from nature. We hope the visitors will enjoy the exhibition and find it inspiring.
Now, from golden spider silk to a more traditional and accessible form of art. Qatar Foundation's Artful Minds exhibition was specifically curated to raise awareness around mental health. Lila found out how art can be a therapeutic form of expression.
Vibrant, colorful, and feminine. That's how Sally Khoury, or better known as Sally K, would describe her style.
My work is inspired by capturing the essence of empowered femininity, confidence, and the strength that's inherent basically within every woman.
While Sally uses flowers to light up an empty wall, Carmela's artwork is a vivid contrast of colors with equally powerful messaging, like her piece on display she calls optimistic.
Optimistic is basically the darkness that we face when we are facing negativity and tribulations in our life. If we choose to find the positive in life and things, we can see that there's optimism all around us.
Whether you paint as a pastime or a passion, the use of color in art is not only stimulating for the mind, it also helps regulate moods and is known to calm anxiety. Artists themselves are increasingly mindful of the art they create, and more are using chromotherapy to make conscious, impactful masterpieces.
Hala Al-Jafari is one of 30 artists who displayed her work at Qatar Foundation's Artful Minds exhibition at the Multaka Gallery in Education City.
I used a little bit of blue as a sign for bad mood or depression, and for the people who struggle with mental health issues to know that they are not alone.
When you think of a mosque, you probably have an idea of what you're going to see. There are over 2,000 mosques in Qatar that are integral to the landscape. I got a chance to discover some that are unique in structure, like this one in Education City, and are putting a contemporary spin on traditional places of worship. From the National Library to the National Museum and the Museum of Islamic Art, there's no shortage of jaw-dropping designs across Qatar. And that idea of pushing architectural boundaries continues with the country's places of worship. The Education City Mosque is unlike any other.
This is literally a beautiful sight in that it's a curved glass. So you can see there are laser cutouts of steel individually hanging on steel cables to be able to kind of fit this curved space. The reaction for a lot of people is that, you know, when you tell them that this is the mosque, it's like, wow, it's just too futuristic looking for it to be a mosque, you know? And I think that's part of the appeal, is that it challenges people's notions of what an archetype of a mosque looks like, especially for this region.
Now, there are more than 2,000 mosques across Qatar, but none quite like this one in Al Shahaniya. The distinctive leaning mosque and minaret was designed by Sheikh Faisal bin Qasim Al Thani, who wanted this mosque to stand out from any other in the world by blending modern design with rich Qatari tradition.
والله أنا كنت أتوقع كان أن في انتقادات كثيرة وخاصة من جسمه، لكن بالعكس عينت الأشياء إيجابية أكثر، وكذلك الزوار اللي تجي تشوفه وتجي وتهتم بهذا الشيء.
Resembling the iconic Leaning Tower of Pisa, the leaning minaret is 27 meters in height with a 20-degree incline. The mosque is built by stones sourced from the immediate area and is decorated with stained glass windows.
لا أنا أتمنى أن يكون معلم من المعالم اللي هي ويمثل الإنسانية ويمثل الأديان ككل جميع في العالم.
From bringing people together in unique places of worship to breathing new life into old structures. Lila went to the Doha fire station where she found out how the home of Qatar's first civil authority has been repurposed into a haven for artists and creatives alike.
From the house of everyday heroes to a haven for artists all around the world. This is Doha Fire Station. Built in 1982, it was once the home of Qatar's first civil defense authority. Today, the fire station is a contemporary art space for self-expression, an avenue for exchanging diverse ideas, and a meeting ground for the creative community.
The vibe here we are creating through the indoor exhibitions, outdoor exhibitions, murals around the building, it's really putting you in a space where there's a lot of inspiration, a lot of beautiful vibe, you have it here.
While many areas of the fire station have been refurbished into new workspaces, there are some original elements purposely kept as a reminder of the building's identity, like this drill tower, which once served as a facility for routine exercises and training.
For the Doha Fire Station, its legacy is quite literally cemented in its walls. A celebration of an honorable purpose in its past life, reborn to nurture the next generation of talented individuals, all heroes in their own right.
Earlier this year, the world's largest martial arts organization, One Championship, cemented its place in the region and made its historic debut in Qatar. I got a chance to go ringside and check out the action.
Assalamu alaikum, Qatar!
These fans are lining up to catch a glimpse of their sporting heroes. Already hugely popular in Asia, One Championship is expanding into the Middle East market. The 10-bout card in Qatar saw 3 world title rematches and featured Middle Eastern and international fighters competing in a mix of Muay Thai, boxing, submission grappling, and mixed martial arts. Ahead of match day, the fighters put on a show for fans in a picturesque backdrop at the beach, showcasing some of their skills inside the ring. This is just the second time One has been in the region, but a lot has changed since that Made in 2014 event in Dubai. First of all, Amir Ali Akbari has become a huge social media star with nearly 3 million followers on Instagram. The Iranian heavyweight can't wait for the opening bell.
Please welcome the Iranian juggernaut, Amir Ali Akbari.
I think and I hope in children and younger guys, after watch this fight and interested for fight and come in train, you know, it's very good for body, for mind, it's for everything. This fight is the best athletes, you know.
What a knockout debut for One FC in Qatar, where the hype over mixed martial arts is gaining traction. Another sport that's taken the country by storm is paddle, which looks like a mix between squash and tennis, but is a different ballgame in its own way. Lila looked at how Qatar is giving the sport a major boost.
Muhammad Al-Hanji is one of Qatar's top paddle athletes. While tennis was his first love, he made the switch to paddle 5 years ago and hasn't looked back since.
I played tennis for 20 years, and paddle came up recently, and I started playing it.
The Ooredoo Qatar tournament is the first major stop in Premier Paddle's 2024 season under a new unified global professional ecosystem. 25 tournaments spanning 18 countries and 5 continents will culminate with the finals in Barcelona.
Here in Qatar, the craze over paddle is being fueled by more new facilities to cater to the growing demand. Whether it's for competitive play or for fun, Qatar Foundation recently opened 2 new paddle courts in Education City.
It's so important to give good quality, to make the people feel at home, to make the people feel comfortable when they come and play. And this is what we are trying to do.
And while paddle is already giving legacy record sports like tennis a run for its money, there's still a bit more of catching up to do. But if paddle's meteoric rise in Qatar is any indication for the growth the sport is expected to see, the industry is headed for an all-round, smashing good time.
From visiting Qatar's vibrant arts and culture scene to exploring contemporary twists on traditional places of worship and discovering why sports like MMA and paddle are rapidly gaining popularity, we hope you enjoyed reminiscing with us on this episode. But that's all the time we have for now. For more, check out Euronews.com and connect with us through a hashtag. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Qatar 365.